coming to this part, how will you rate in the SQL, means SQL part out of 1 to 10?
Out of 10 to, okay, 1 to 10, 6.5.
Fine. Yes. Just going with SQL before the PLSQL, what is view?
View is a virtual table. It will not be physically exist in the database. The view data will not be permanently stored in the database. It is a virtual table used for security purpose. And also, view is used for security purpose, and also sometimes you can improve the performance by using the views. So it's just a virtual table. The data will not be stored in the database.
What are the uses of the views? Main use of the view.
View security.
Okay.
Yeah.
In what terms of security?
Actually, there are two. Yeah. Okay. So actually, we can. Okay. Let me take an example. So, say for example, we have employee table. So in employee table, we have so many columns. I just want the first 3 columns to view particularly, and so that I can use view for those 3 particular columns alone, and I can view it separately instead of viewing all the entire table. Okay, and also I can do the changes to this view table. I can update the information in this view table. I can delete. I can do any manipulation to the view table. Actually, there are 2 types of views, normal views and materialized views. So when it comes to materialized view, yeah, it will differ again.
Okay, just I'm expecting a word prescription of data. That is right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not giving the complete privileges, restricting the data, providing the required data, we can use the view.
Yes.
Coming to the types of view, can just go ahead and say.
Okay, coming to the types of views, there are 2 types of views, normal views and materialized views. So, normal view is a virtual table, but when it comes to materialized view, the materialized view table will exist in database. That means it will be stored permanently in the database. The materialized view is something like, it's just a copy of main table. So, we will have a separate table, like copy of the original table in database. So, it will be stored permanently, and the main use of this materialized view is to increase the performance of the table. So we cannot perform the DML operations directly on materialized view, but we can perform the DML operations on view, normal views, but we cannot do the manipulation operations directly on materialized view.
Okay. Coming to this, can you just, taking a EMP table example, can you just train a query to get a second max, a third max, fourth max? It's simple as nth max salary I want, not a particular. That query should be generic.
Okay, understand. So, yeah, we can use the top keyword for getting any...
Let me, before this, not using the top rank.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, not
using the top.
Limit, we have the keyword limit also we can.
Can you do it with the inner join?
Inner join.
My question is clear. We're using the inner joins, not using the keywords, top, rank, okay, limit, this one. I want a generic SQL statement. It should be like that. If I just, it should be written in such a way that it's nth max salary. And I can put n as 1, n as 10, n as 100, whatever it may be. Can you write a query? Just taking a EMP table as an example.
Okay. I'm looking for a pen here. Okay, but using inner joins, we need to find when highest salary.
Not inner joins, I'm just saying not using the keywords of the top, rank, this one.
Okay.
For example, if you take a top or rank, right, you should put, for example, I should put as it should be like n.
Okay.
Make the syntax present so that I can replace the n by 1 or 10 or something.
Okay, understand. We can use the max function. Select max of salary from employee where the...
I told you not to use max, Frank.
Okay, sorry. Okay. Using joins. I think we can go for subqueries.
You can use subqueries.
So, I should not use the row number as well, is it?
Row number, right?
Yeah, we can use the row number.
No.
Oh,
not row number.
Okay, you don't want me to use the row number also. Then... Oh. It's a great question actually, very challenging to think about it.
If there is way 2 is less than select.
I think we can achieve it using subquery.
You by you.
Okay. Can I use count or distinct keyword?
Not like that. It's a simple one. You can use as where n is less than, making a subquery of select star from empty. Like that.
Oh, select star from empty. Oh, okay.
You can use that. Okay. Not a problem.
Thank you.
Coming to this procedures, what type of procedures you have written?
Coming to the procedures, store procedures.
Okay. On what functionality you written the store procedures?
Functionality.
One example here. Sorry.
Okay. Procedures mainly, when there is a requirement to have change in business logics. Functions we just use for computation purpose, but coming to the procedure, mainly used for executing the business logics. So we can create the store procedures for anything. When we call the store procedure, that will automatically execute the sort of code that is there inside the procedure. So there are so many requirements. So what exactly you are expecting? Can I know that?
No. In your project, what type of procedures, what type of requirements, for what type of requirements you created a procedure?
Okay. Actually, in my project, there are so many existing procedures. So, maximum 50 to 60%, we do changes to the existing procedure. We don't create the new procedures. So, we just edit the existing procedure to enhance the feature of that one. So, there are many procedures. Can I do the employee table as an example? So, sorry, I didn't get you.
Not a problem. You can take an example.
Okay. So, if I take an employee table as example, so if I wanted to update employee records whenever there is a new entry, I wanted to update phone number or something like that. So I can create a procedure for that. So if I put update statements inside the store procedure, so when we call that procedure, it will automatically update that particular table. It's not only like one table, we can put n number of SQL queries inside the procedure so that all the operations will be executed at a single time.
Okay. For your requirement, you can use update statement, right?
Yeah, we can use update, we use insert, sometimes update, delete.
So requirement is to update the employee number, right?
Yes.
The taking an example is to update the employee number. So for that, instead of procedure, we will go with the update. That will be better than this, right?
Yes. When the requirement is complex, we can go for procedures. If the requirement is simple, we can simply do it in update statements. But here the advantage is we need not to execute the SQL queries again and again. If you execute the procedure, then all SQL queries will be executed at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, here we need to keep one more advantage, here you need to keep the code with you, all the SQL. Say for example, there are 4 update statements, you need to keep all those 4 SQL queries with you to execute each and every time. But when it comes to procedure, it's not required to keep the code. The code will be stored into database tables. So when that means the already executed procedure will be stored as in compile form, it will be stored in database. Sorry? Yeah.
We can say as multiple set of cases we can execute through a procedure.
Yes, multiple statements we can execute at a time. Yeah, in a technical layman terms.
Yes. Okay. Coming to the cursors, you use cursors in this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What type of cursors are there? And how will you use the cursors? When you will choose the cursors?
Okay. So coming to the cursor is is a context area or temporary memory in Oracle database. So whenever the SQL statement is executed, the result of the SQL statement will be stored in this context area. So it will store the result set of SQL statements. So coming to the types of cursors, so there are 2 types of cursors, implicit cursor and explicit cursor. So implicit cursor is one that is defined by system. That means it will be implicitly invoked. So coming to the explicit one, so explicit cursor is something that the developer creates by his own. So this one, implicit cursor, it will return one record at a time. Coming to this explicit one, it can return multiple records at a time. So the implicit one can hold many number of records, but that can return only one record at a time. So these are the types of cursors.
What is the scope of the cursor?
Scope of the cursor is, it will store the result set. We can get the result set of the SQL statement.
Okay. Coming to the triggers, what type of triggers you use and where you use the triggers? Okay. So let me define what is trigger first of all. So trigger is something like it's a subprogram that files whenever a event happens in the database. So whenever we do operations in database, the trigger will automatically fire and the desired output will be pumped out. So it's like there are so many types of triggers, majorly 4 types: statement level, row level, and before after. So when you combine these with DML statements, before update, before delete, before insert, and then after, so all these combinations will around come 12 triggers. And also we have one more one called instead of trigger. So instead of trigger is something like in my current project we use it to update the views. So when we want to update the views, we use the instead of trigger. And coming to the statement level, row level, before after. Before after is triggering modes. That means triggering event. It says when exactly the trigger to be fired. If I mention like before update, that means before doing the update, the trigger will be fired. So it's like an event or triggering event. And coming to the update, delete, insert, these are the triggering points. When to exactly trigger and when we do insert, delete or update operation, that time the trigger will be fired. And statement level, row level is like row level trigger will be executed for each and every row of the table, but statement level will only fire for one statement. I think I have covered. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Coming to this part, do you involve in any deployment things? For example, once the development is completed, how you will deploy that one?
Deployment. Yeah, I have an idea, but I haven't done it practically. So there is a deployment team. So the deployment team will, they will deploy the code into servers.
Fine, fine. How will you means any server, source servers or any repositories you are maintaining?
Yes, in my current project there are totally 4 servers. Yeah, two servers we are maintaining for business requirement tables and 2 servers maintaining for transactional tables. So totally we have 4 databases, TR1, TR2, BR1, BR2, TH1 and TH2. So 2 databases for business tables and 2 tables for transactional data. So totally there are 4 servers with 4 different IP addresses.
The repository means, for example, the requirements, everything, the code you have written, where you will create
deployment server is there. Deployment we can also call it as repository to deploy our codes.
Fine, I got it. But thing is, I'm asking that, for example, you written a code, right?
Okay.
For example, on a skill set or one package you written for a requirement.
Yes.
Where you you will just hand over this code which is signed off, you will just hand over to the deployment team.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Where you will store all these so-called deliverables.
Yeah, deliverables.
Where you will store.
Yes, that is what
I want, for example, VSS or did you heard about SVN or Bitbucket? The repository.
What are those? Can you please come again?
Repository tools.
Repository tools? No, actually, I am not aware of the repository tools.
How the requirement will come? Is it through any tracking system or only through mails?
They used to send the emails. There is no separate tracker to track the requirements. They will just drop us the email. Yeah.
Coming to this one, you have exposure on Unix, right?
Yes, basic Unix command.
Okay. Just I have a log.
Okay.
Okay. I want to, the log, how the log will be is, once the job is running, it will create a log.
Log file will be generated, yes.
Log file will be generated. For example, I got a failure in that. I want to see the log.
Okay.
And that log is, how it will be read, it's a consolidated one. For every job, it's a consolidated one. It will terminate once the failure is there, it will terminate. I want to identify the error log. How will you get the error?
We can use
for example,
yes.
ABC exams are there, keep on running it. Once the job here completes, it will get a log. Once the B job starts, it will start consolidating the B log. Once it fails, it stops, the job will be stopped. Okay? And the log will be written. Now I want to identify the error of that.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not exactly sure about this. I think we can use the view command to view the file.
I'll just give you a simple. Error will be in the end, right?
Yes.
I want the last files. For example, 100 files. How will you get that last 10 files, 100 files from a file?
We can use, yeah, we can use ls minus LDR star ls minus LDR underscore
ls minus LDR will give the list of the files. But we need to see the last file.
Okay.
Have you heard about VI command?
Yeah, VI, I use VI. VI space file name that will open up the file and show the information what is there inside the file. VI use in the project.
Yeah, but I want the last files, last 10 files. How you will get a command?
VI.
But VI is to see the
file. Correct. Yeah. I think syntax of that file we have something like v space colon, there is some keyword to give that one. I did not remember it.
So do you heard about file command?
Sorry, shell command.
Tail, T-I-L, tail.
Tail command, yes, yeah.
What it will do?
Tail. I heard about it, yeah.
I'll just type as tail -10, -10.
Oh.
Use the file as ABC.
It's like range, giving the range to...
No.
Sorry.
For example, you have to give me output for this command, tail -10, abc.txt. What it will display?
abc.txt. So it will open the abc.txt and show us last 10 records.
Yes, exactly. For example, if I want the last record, right, if I use tail, right, then automatically the last record. Okay, give me a minute, 1 minute.
Yeah, okay, sure, sir.
Yeah, Rahul.
Yeah, sir.
I'm sorry for this one.
Yeah, it's okay.
So coming to this, third command you got this one, right?
Yeah, I understood that one. Yeah, I got it.
Previously when I asked the log, right, if I want to see the log which is there, the third command will be useful, right? Simple.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it will be useful. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, Rahul. How will you use the toad?
Toad means for Oracle database we use this Toad tool. It is very user friendly. In Toad we can directly there is a log, we can directly go and update the data instead of using update or insert statements. We can click on it. It's just like a tool, for better user interface.
Okay, Rahul.
Yeah.
So,
If you want, we can commit there. Anything we can do it easily. All the operations.
we could simply say that it's GUI also.
Sorry, sir?
We can use as a GUI.
Yes, exactly. Absolutely.
Okay, Rahul. I'm done with the things. Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions related to it?
I don't have any questions, but I would like to thank you for, for your valuable time to take up the interview.
Thanks, Rahul.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot.